Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still here at CPAC Day 2. We have a great guest here today. I'm so excited for you guys to get to meet her. She is a huge activist, mom of 4, and National Director for Moms for Liberty. Is that correct? All right, well, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Thank you so much. This is a pleasure to be in Go USA. I love this media. There is conservative media pushing the right and the truth. So I am the National Director of Moms for Liberty. My organization, it's a nonprofit organization across the country that is fighting for parental rights. Because he's not a politician who is choosing over our children. He is not mandating over our children. It's us. It should be us, the parent of the children. We're also against all indoctrination and gender ideologies because it's totally inappropriate for our children.
If you don't mind, could you speak a little bit on the importance of a nuclear family, having the mother, having the father in the household? And I know we dive in on the Moms for Liberty, but also the father aspect, how important it is to have a two-parent household and having not just a mother and a mother or a father and a father, but having a mother and a father, how important that is for the upbringing of your child.
And you touch not only a beautiful topic, but I think it's the most important topic, and every politician should be talking about that, because we must protect, defend, and promote the American family at all costs. It's the cornerstone of our society. And all thing is the attacks on our family right now. You see how they are destroying our families, destroying the innocence of our children, and they feel more apart from their parents. They don't want to tell them the truth. Why? Because they are ashamed.
See, with the Democratic Party, they just have no sense of morality. The whole meaning of being a Democrat, and particularly being a progressive, is do whatever you want. You know, it's okay if you want to do this, okay if you want to do that. It's your life, you do what you want. They have no morality. They have no cutoffs, no limits. And in doing so, not only are they doing it for themselves, but they're spreading that same message to our children. And what I really didn't wake up and understand until about 2 years ago is the reason the Democrats are winning right now is because they are focusing on children, and they are starting in the school system. They have the school system funded. They fund the school system, and you see the curriculum that is being taught, the teachers, what they say, and the messages that they share. It's no longer abstinence that is preached in school. It's considered like safe sex, because they just think, oh, you know, you'll be having sex at any age, so let me preach that, or let me teach that. Would you like to talk a little bit about those issues and how that's damaging the family structure?
So imagine how outrageous it is that they are using your tax money to indoctrinate our children, to teach them sexuality in a perverse way, because they are not teaching anatomy. They are teaching their fantasies. They are teaching the fantasies of these authors of these books. They are provocative, they are pornographic, they are explicit books that even in your workplace you're not going to have, because it's going to be completely inappropriate. Imagine for adults, imagine now for children. So if you ever talk to a colleague of your work about how do you feel today in your sex, and about your genitalia, and about your gender, this is completely inappropriate. This is even sexual harassment. Why is not sexual harassment when a teacher talk about that to our children, to our elementary children? And why is books that you can find that they're very explicit in this form of comics to our children? Why is that available? Why they are using YouTube? Why they are using Disney to teach our children? It's supposed to be only academics, and this is the only thing that they should be teaching our teachers. All the rest, we can do the best.
Yes. Of course, I don't know if you saw this viral video. It surfaced maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and it was a young women's soccer team, like 6 years old maybe, and they were all carrying the pride flag onto the soccer field. Those 6-year-olds have no clue what they're carrying. They're being told to carry it, but they don't. The parents and the administrators that are making them do that, they don't understand the effects that that's going to have on those children. Those children have no clue what the pride flag means, but they're definitely going to be researching it and trying to understand it after. And then they're like, huh, I'm supposed to like women? I'm a girl, I'm supposed to like women? Like, they don't know their gender identity at that age, and it's just further confusing and manipulating their mind. I say this all the time. Like, at 13 years old, I had my mind set on being a WWE wrestler. And then like at 18 years old, I had my mind set on being a teacher. And then now I'm doing politics at 20. So our minds change all the time, and the fact that this type of indoctrination is pushed on children when their minds aren't even close to developing, I'll never understand.
Exactly. For me, it's two factors. First of all, is the lack of accountability, and they are not taking consequence over this hating acts. And number two, this education system is teaching our children with our tax money to hate our country, to do not be proud of our country, and that is a mistake. But they are doing it on purpose. This is the left radical agenda, educating your children. Moms, parents, grandparents, protect your children because they have been indoctrinated for decades ago.
Yes. No, I agree with everything you're saying. I think one of the key aspects in what you're fighting for is just opportunity. Opportunity for all. Opportunity for our children to have a successful life. And that's why I'm here with Go USA, Grand Opportunity USA.
With God.
And with God. Grand Opportunity is the first ever political credit rating system. And the same way your credit card gets scored, or your credit gets scored, and movies get scored with Yelp and Rotten Tomatoes, we believe here at Go USA, politicians should be held to that same type of accountability. Why are we not holding them accountable the same way every other aspect of our lives are being held accountable? So we developed a nonpartisan, unbiased political rating system based off two metrics, the Constitution, and then do you support the majority of the American people? So I always give the example, late trimester abortions, only 10% of the American people support late trimester abortions, yet there's politicians that do support that up until birth. So they're clearly not working for what the majority of the American people want. So they would get a negative opportunity score. But then if you are for something that the majority does want, such as mandatory voter ID, it's like 65% want mandatory voter ID, then you're working for the majority of the American people, so you would get a positive opportunity score. It's completely unbiased. The statistics show 80% of the American people agree on the core aspects of life. So it's unbiased. Do you think that this is a system that we should be using to hold our politicians accountable?
Absolutely, and we have to, and we must too, because they are not taking the right decision over our family, over the citizens. And you can see these democratic cities running by Democrats, that they don't care really about your safety. They don't care about the way you're living. So we must always support, because you have a vote, and you must support all the candidates that they are putting family first, that they are putting free speech, that they are promoting the American family, and definitely we can change. Moms can change the world, but you can change the world too. Yes.
Tell us real quick, how can the people find you guys and get involved with Moms for Liberty? Because I know Go USA would love to be with Moms for Liberty and help out, a type of collaboration and help each other. But tell the people how they can support you as well.
Thank you. So go to momsforliberty.org. Momsforliberty.org. You can find chapters in a map. Join a chapter in your area, in your county. If you don't find any, please create a chapter and become a leader in your area. Save so many children you can save, and you can guide them to the right path. And also, we're having our national summit in June that we are right now planning everything. We are receiving sponsoring, so Go USA can just come and educate more conservative people. We just have to give the truth away to these people that have been indoctrinated and biased too so long. So please go to our website, momsforliberty.org, and join in our annual summit. It's going to be in Philadelphia. It's going to be amazing. It's so much history to celebrate there in this beautiful place. And moms, get ready your flights and everything, but with your kids, we're going to have everything for your family there.